The small 2.5-year-old boy seen in this dark, grainy video.
Family members say this boy says only a few words and is not able to tell them what really happened.
Look, boy, at the gun and he's taking up off of the ground. I don't know.
9mm semi-automatic pistol.
Okay, breathe, calm down.
Oh God, she on the ground. I can't believe this.
The child being present in the home, at which time a loaded firearm was fired.
His son pulled the trigger.
Okay, who shot her?
I was taking the gun from him and trying to get it from him. She on the ground, please.
From who? From who?
From my son. From my son. He's right here.
And subsequently killed the mother.
Shooting his own mother dead.
We saw it on the television. I mean, we were so devastated. We could not believe it.
We are taking your calls. Police raced to the scene to find a young mom dead in her own home, gunned down. Who was the shooter? Her 2-year-old toddler, according to Daddy. Straight out to Steve Kardian, former police detective, self-defense expert, lead instructor at Defend University, joining us out in New York. Steve, so the trajectory path of the bullet is going to be very, very important. In other words, if the child is shooting standing, the trajectory path should be going up. I'd be very interested in the trajectory path. And do you have a demonstration for us with facsimile?
Yes, I do, Nancy. Regarding the trajectory, that's going to be the forensics to figure that out, and it's going to tell a lot on whether or not that child shot that gun, and it was going from on a 45-degree angle up, or whether or not the father did. This is a 9mm Glock semi-automatic pistol. It is safe. There is no bullets. There is no magazine in it. And I'm going to show typically what we see. A child of that age does not have the dexterity, does not have the strength, nor do they have the leverage to be able to complete pulling this trigger, which this gun weighs 23 ounces, empty, about 30 ounces full with a magazine, and the civilian model takes 6 pounds of pressure to squeeze off this trigger.
Hold on. Let's break that down. 30 ounces is like 2 soda bottles, 2 plastic soda bottles.
Yeah, it's very light. It's very light. And typically what we see, I'm going to chamber this.
I don't think that's light to a 2-year-old.
It's light enough for a 2-year-old to pick it up. Not light enough for or easy enough for the 2-year-old to fire the weapon.
Yeah, what's the pull on a Glock?
The pull on the civilian model is 6 pounds. On law enforcement, it's 8 to 12. I'm going to chamber this, and I'm going to show you typically what happens is that the child can't get the leverage to pull the trigger. What they do, I'm going to angle this off, is they hold the gun in this manner, and they use their 2 thumbs to fire it. Using a prop, I'll show how it actually mimics that they're actually facing the barrel. With their thumbs, they create the leverage. They have now the means and the power with these 2 thumbs to pull it. And that's where we see many children shooting themselves with a particular weapon in that manner.
Now, what would the child have had to do to shoot the mom? Let me see him in full, please, Liz.
In order for the mom to shoot the child would have had to control the gun in this manner and use 1 or more fingers. But you saw the size of that child. It doesn't fit, it doesn't jive, and I don't buy it.
And also, the bullet would have to be in position.
The bullet would have to be in the chamber. This particular gun, this is a civilian model. This has 6 pounds of pressure to ignite this trigger.
So you need it's got a 6-pound pull on it. Okay, we are taking your calls.